Hello, hello, Philip. And how are you today, Philip?
No, I'm fine, teacher. I'm fine, very fine. Okay.
Good, good. Good morning. Glad you're here.
Yes.
Um, should be a good class today. These pronouns can be tricky. Um,
There will be a lot of grammar.
yes, yes.
I like that.
Lots. Oh, good. Good. I enjoy teaching grammar, but
Okay. I like it too.
good, good. I'm glad. I'm afraid
Then,
sometimes I think students will get bored. So,
I don't think so.
okay, good.
The way of teaching is cannot make someone feel bored.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Um, well, I'm going to put the link in the chat.
Yes.
And we'll wait just a minute for,
Yes, students are late.
yeah, that's rare. I find usually students are on time, but Fridays, especially Fridays,
Yes, yes, that's true.
people are maybe busy.
Weekend is on the air.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Weekend is everyone's getting ready for the weekend and too busy. All right, we will start in a minute. So you're in Quebec or
Yes, I'm in Laval. Laval, just it's a suburb of Montreal.
oh, Montreal, Montreal.
Yes, I'm just in some kilometers from Montreal.
Nice, nice. So you speak French as well
Yes,
then?
yes, yes, that's my first language. Yes.
Okay, okay, cool.
Uh,
That's great. Yeah, I really like that Canada has bilingual
yeah,
is
yes,
bilingual.
yes, it's bilingual.
Yeah.
My country too. My country too is bilingual.
And where's that?
My country is Cameroon
Oh,
in
okay.
Africa. Yes.
Cool. What languages do they speak there?
French and English.
Oh, okay. French and English.
Yes.
Nice. Same as Montreal. That's nice.
No, Montreal is a nice city. It's
Yeah.
very no problem. We are all is very calm and it's nice.
Yeah. How long have you lived in Montreal?
4 years. 4
4 years.
years, yes.
And why did you move there?
I moved for political. Yes, I'm a refugee.
Okay, yeah, political unrest in
Yeah.
Cameroon.
Yes.
Oh, good. So, well, good. I'm glad that you like Canada then, since you have to be there.
Yeah.
That's a tough place to be. Good. Yeah. And are you doing anything
I
fun this
was
weekend?
I just get dismissed. I was working in a call center. Then is 3 months I left my job.
Oh, oh
Yeah,
no.
3 months, yes.
So you're looking for work now?
I'm looking for another job, yes.
Nice. That's not fun. Look,
It's not easy.
yeah, I recently moved from I was living in the Czech Republic
Oh,
and I moved to New York. So
okay.
so I'm also looking for work.
That where you are now? You are in
Yeah.
New York now? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So I'm lucky to have Verbling so I can make
Yes.
some money, but I need to find something more permanent.
No, I think you'll find it very, very fast.
Yeah, there are a lot of places
Yeah,
looking for English teachers,
yes,
so it's a good city for me.
yes, yes.
Cool, cool. And let's see, Ken is here. Hello. Hello, Ken? All right, he must be connecting still.
Yeah.
All right, well. Oh gosh, yeah, he's probably having some problems. He just dropped out. I'm sure he'll be back.
Okay.
We do have some viewers, so maybe there are problems with the chat. I'm hoping today that I don't have any technical problems. I have had
Mm.
a few problems with my Google shutting down or something.
Oh.
It's, yeah, trying to adjust to a new house and new internet, and so hopefully that doesn't happen today. Good. Here's some people. Let's see.
Hello?
Hey, Ken.
Also,
Hello.
so yeah, for some reason my mic level was zero, so
Oh no. Yeah, that happens to me way all too often. How are you today?
I guess I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. It's Friday. And let's see, Vi or V?
Yeah, I'm B.
V, hello. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. This is my first time in your class.
Ah, wonderful. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, me too. And I like your voice.
Oh,
You sound so attractive
oh,
and funny and friendly, I think.
oh, good. Thank you. I hope so. I hope it's friendly and easy to talk to.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, good. Thank you. And where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Vietnam.
Vietnam. Wonderful.
Mhm. Yeah,
Nice to meet you and welcome to class. I'm glad you're here.
yeah.
All right. So we should still have more people joining us, but let's get started. The links are in the chat, and we're focusing on pronouns today. And the four types will be possessive, like mine, yours, his, hers. Reflexive, which is myself, yourself, herself, those ones. Demonstrative, which is this and that, these and those. And then indefinite, and there's a lot of those. So more advanced pronouns, and we'll do a quick review of the four types of pronoun, and then we'll go through some exercises. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. All right, so I like these lessons because they always start with a quick and handy grammar review. The first pronoun we will talk about is possessive. And these are confusing because we have possessive pronouns, but we also have possessive adjectives. It's very important not to confuse the two. Okay, so you can't say mine when you need my. And the forms are very similar, so that can be challenging. But the pronouns, the possessive pronouns, are on the left, and the possessive adjectives are on the right. So for first person singular, mine, second person singular, yours. For a male, third person singular, we have his. Female, third person singular, hers. And for a third person neuter form, there is no possessive pronoun. It logically doesn't make sense in the language, so there is not one. For our plural people, we have first person ours, second person yours, and third person theirs, whether it's men, women, or neuter, and there is a neuter for plural. So I guess one way to recognize the possessive pronouns is they're at the end of the sentence, usually after the form of the verb be. So, for example, that book on the table is mine. Mine is the possessive pronoun, saying who possesses the object, who possesses the noun, and there it follows the verb form is, the verb be is. All right, so possessive pronouns are never placed before nouns because they replace the noun. So that's another way to tell a possessive pronoun from a possessive adjective. A possessive adjective will always be followed by a noun. They're just adjectives like any other. Tall, short, red, a tall man, a short dog. And so they're always followed by a noun. Just a few examples. Is that pen yours? The black coat over there is his. The blue house on the corner is theirs. Those are our pronouns. The adjectives, of course, are followed by a noun. So my book is on the table. Is that your pen? His black coat is over there on the chair. And their house is on the corner of Main and Pine. So the pronouns, basically most of the pronouns end with S, and the adjectives do not. Are there any questions so far on the possessive pronouns, possessive adjectives? All right. So you can keep that guide open for when we get to those exercises. In fact, maybe it might be best. Let's do the first exercise now, since it's about the possessive pronouns and whether it's the pronoun or adjective. So let's start with these. When it's your turn, just read the sentence, think about the underlined word, and say if it's a pronoun or an adjective.
Yeah, the pen on the table is mine. Adjective.
It is, so it'll be an adjective if there's a noun afterwards.
Yeah, so possessive pronoun.
Yes, very good. The first one, mine, is a pronoun. If we were using the adjective form, we would say, we would say the pen is my pen. There we go. Very nice, and thanks for being our first person, V. Thank you. Philip, will you take number 2, please?
Number 2.
Yes.
What's your name?
Oops, number 2 here.
Oh, is this iPod yours? It's a pronoun.
Yes, very good. Yep. Yep, here's the adjective form would be, is this your iPod? Same meaning, different pronouns, or different possessives. Great. Ken, number 3.
Okay, what is your name? I think it's adjective.
Yes, very good. It is adjective, name is the noun, and this is describing the noun by saying who possesses the noun. Great. Number 4, back to V.
Yeah, my father works for the government. Adjective, my.
Very good. Yep, my father. Good. Number 5, Philip.
Number 5. The car parked in front of the school is theirs. Pronoun.
Perfect. Yep. Excellent. 6, Ken?
Their aunt is a chef. I think it's adjective.
Yep, it's describing the aunt. It's their aunt. Great. 7, back to V.
Yeah, sorry. Where is his laptop? Adjective, his.
Yep, it's describing the noun laptop. Great. 8, Philip?
8. The sweater on the table is hers.
Good.
Pronoun.
Exactly, yep, and there it is at the end of the sentence with no noun following it. Great. And number 9, Ken?
Okay. His blue. His. What is that?
Yeah, this
No?
is strange.
His blue.
Yeah, they've omitted the noun. There's no
Yeah.
noun there.
Strange sentence.
It's very strange.
But anyway, this is adjective.
Yeah, his, let's see, his,
What is the correct sentence?
a correct
I think
sentence would be like,
his sweater, because the sentence number 8
Oh,
is
yeah.
the sweater on the table is hers. So I think the number 9, it means his sweater is blue, not green. It's black.
Okay.
Yeah, so we could, it's just omitting, it's left out the noun. It doesn't say his what. His is blue, not green. This is something you would only say in the context where everyone can see what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, what did you say, pronoun or adjective?
I think pronoun in this case.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yep, it's a pronoun because it's taking the place of the noun.
Yes.
In this sentence, it's the adjective, and the thing with, it's the same form. That's the only one, in fact, that has the same, nope, that's all. It's the only one that's exactly the same. Good. Tricky one. Let's see. Okay, so last one, number 10, back to V.
The pizza in the break room is theirs. Pronoun.
Perfect. Excellent. It sounds like you got that. The next ones are demonstrative. So we'll go back to our quick and handy grammar guide. So possessive pronouns, then we'll look at reflexive pronouns. So these are used when the subject and pronoun are the same person or thing. So you'll, especially when you talk about yourself, you'll use myself a lot. Talking to someone, you might say yourself. Talking about a man, you might say himself. Talking about a woman, herself. Talking about an animal or an object, itself. And then the plural forms, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. So some examples. I always cook by myself. It means I always cook alone. She works by herself. I don't know why these all have by. It won't always have by before it. But you see that the pronoun is referring back to the subject. Any questions on that? All right, and then we have demonstrative pronouns. We'll look at these. I remember these were very confusing for me to learn in Spanish. So these first two are for singular, when there's just one thing. If that thing is close, you'll say this. This computer, this table. If it's farther away, and just one, you'll say that. That book on the table. That plate on the shelf. And then if there's more than one that are close, you'll say these. More than one that are far, you'll say those. And these are usually the subject of the sentence, or they're at the end of the sentence. They're never placed before nouns. Again, they're taking the place of the noun. Although there are, so when you see these words in front of a noun, then just like the possessives, you know it's actually an adjective. Are there any questions on that? Okay, I think let's go, before we address the indefinite pronouns, let's just go back to this one. This is same, so demonstrative pronouns, you'll say whether it's a pronoun, taking the place of a noun, or an adjective that describes a noun. And I think it was Philip's turn. Philip, will you take number 1, please?
Yes, this is the last time I call you. This is an adjective.
So what's right after? Is it a noun? An adjective will always have a noun right after. Like this book, this...
Okay, this is a pronoun.
Yep. So that's going to be the test, is look for what comes after. If it's not a noun, then it's not an adjective. Great. Pronoun, this. All right. And number 2, Ken.
Okay, these are the best donuts I have ever had. Pronoun.
Yeah, pronoun, and they're close. He must be eating them right now. Good. Number 3, V.
Yeah. Those people are from Washington, D.C. Adjective.
Yes, exactly. Followed by the noun people. Whether it's a pronoun or adjective, it serves the same purpose. The purpose is to demonstrate or show what you're talking about. I think of these words as like pointing with your finger. Good for Philip.
This car is the best one on the lot. Is an adjective.
Yep, correct. Very good. And there's the noun that it's describing. Not that car, this car. Good. 5, Ken?
Okay, and that is the worst excuse you have ever given. Pronoun.
Yep, we don't know. Yep, it's taking place. That excuse is the worst excuse. Great. Back to V, number 6.
Yeah. This is the first time that she has ever come late. Pronoun.
Yep, good. No noun there. 7, Philip?
Whose book are those? Is an adjective.
Ooh. This is
Pronoun.
this is an adjective, but this one is a pronoun. Yep, it's at the end of a sentence. There's no noun after it.
Okay.
So that's a tricky one.
Yes.
Good. And Ken, number 8.
Those computers are for sale. Adjectives.
Yeah, there's the adjective form, and there's the noun describing which computers. Oh, those ones over there. Good. Number 9, V.
Shanna chose that pair of shoes to wear tomorrow. Adjective.
Yes, very good. And that one can be a little bit tricky because the noun is actually a noun phrase. A pair of shoes. Very good. And 10, Philip.
Blue one D. This I think is an adjective.
Yes. Oh, wait. let's see, do you want these? It's at the end. There's no noun afterwards. So this has, yeah, this is taking the place of whatever the noun is. So this is the pronoun. We don't know what these are. So pronoun. Those are tricky. So for possessives and demonstratives, those are the tricky things. Trickier with possessives because it sounds very bad to say mine when you mean my. Is that mine book? That will sound very bad to native listeners. All right. So we'll just address our last category, and then we'll carry on with the other exercises. Indefinite pronouns. There are a lot of these. I think there's even more that are not listed here. But all, another, any, anybody, anyone, anything, each, everybody, everyone, everything, few, many, nobody, no one, none, nothing, one, several, some, somebody, someone, something. So these are kind of words we use when we don't know what we're talking about or when we're not talking about a specific person or thing. Let's see. This is probably good advice here. It's advisable to use the plural as much as possible. So if you can use the plural, do. So everyone versus his or her. Everyone should bring his book to class tomorrow would be incorrect because it doesn't include the females in the class. You could say this: everyone should bring his or her book to class tomorrow. You'll see this often, and you'll hear this, his or her, but it is cumbersome or difficult to say. And so here's something that we grammar people argue on. It's easier to write in the plural and just use their. So everyone should bring their books to class tomorrow. I would advise using their. I do it, though some people might say it's grammatically incorrect because we're talking about one, not many. We'll see. I don't know if that'll come up in our exercises, but all right. So any questions at this point?
What does cumbersome mean, and clumsy as well?
Yeah, cumbersome and clumsy mean kind of the same thing. Cumbersome is something that's not easy. So maybe
it's difficult.
It's kind of like difficult, difficult in an annoying way. So not difficult the way a job is difficult, but difficult like annoying. Just doesn't sound good, doesn't feel good. And clumsy is the opposite of graceful. So something
that's graceful.
Yeah, the opposite of graceful. So something that's clumsy does not move well.
So if you use the word grateful in a sentence, so it means you want to thank somebody else?
Oh, no, sorry, graceful. I'll type it in the chat here. Graceful is like...
graceful.
That's like, something that's graceful is smooth, and it moves easily, and it's...
I got it. So clumsy means when you walk on a street, but you don't go straight, but you go around.
Yeah, you might walk funny, or you might fall down or drop things.
Yeah, so it's not smooth. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, not smooth. Great questions. Excellent. Great. Good. So we'll get into the more exercises, and I'm sure we'll have questions as we go. So this exercise is focused only on the reflexive pronouns. So read the sentence and fill in the blank with the reflexive pronoun that makes sense. Remember, all of the reflexive pronouns have the word self in them. Ooh, and I forgot whose turn it is. I think maybe it's Ken's turn. Ken, will you take number 1, please?
Okay. Despite the high rent, Martha decides to live herself in Montreal.
Good, by herself. So alone, without anyone else. Good. Number 2, V.
Yes. Although she is only 3 years old, Matilda can get dressed by herself.
Great, perfect. And 3, Philip.
I'm very stubborn. I prefer to do everything by myself.
Very good, very good. Funnily enough, this is not correct, but you might hear it if you travel to Ireland. Or you might hear it in like a cartoon or in a funny situation.
Stephanie, the word stubborn, so how can we pronounce correctly stubborn or stubborn?
Oh, great question. 2 things. I would say treat the B's like there's just one B, and put it with the second syllable. So you'll do the first syllable, sta, and then this part will be like burn.
Not burn.
Yeah, you really
Not
don't
burn.
hear the O because the R, our English, or at least in American English, the R is very strong, so we don't really hear the O. So stubborn.
Stubborn, yeah. Thank you.
Good, great question.
Stubborn.
Great question. Excellent. And I think, let's see, Philip did 3, so Ken, number 4.
Although they are only 17, Hector and Julia live by themselves without their parents.
Good. And I should point out, notice the spelling change when it's plural. When we add the plural S, we have to change the F to a V. And that's just because of the sounds that are there themselves. Great. 5, V.
Wanda is very independent. She pays all her bills by herself.
Good. I don't know why they are using by so much. They're making it seem like you have to use by before these, and you don't. You could simply say, she pays all her bills herself. Good. Let's see. And Philip, number 6.
Did you make this all by yourself? It's beautiful.
Very good. Yep, yourself. Ooh, my font is very small. All right, and Ken, number 7.
The children cooked breakfast for their money. So for their mom by themselves, and they served it to her.
Great. Perfect. Yep. Excellent. Number 8, V.
William prepares and cooks all his meals by himself.
Oops. Yep. Good. Himself. Excellent. Himself. You might hear this in slang or in quickly spoken English or poorly pronounced English. You might hear this, but they're really saying this.
Himself.
Good. All right. Let's see. And back to Philip.
I cannot possibly do everything by myself. I need help.
Right. And Ken, our last one.
Walter lives in that gigantic house all himself, all by himself.
Yeah, this is one where we actually do need the by. There's lots of times where we don't. But this all requires that we put the by. All by himself is a very common phrase. Or all by myself. Great. Are there any questions on these reflexive pronouns? Or anything else on this exercise? All right, let's carry on. Good. Now we have some error correction. Ooh, this should be tricky. So you'll read the sentence, locate the error. So there's a mistake or an error, and then say the sentence and correct the error. And it is V's turn. So V, will you start number 1?
Yes, everyone hates to lose the game.
Good, very good. This indefinite pronoun, even though it's talking about more than one person, grammatically it acts like just one. So it is just like he or she, it needs the third person singular ending. Very good. Number 2, Philip.
Oscar always talks to himself.
Very good. Himself. This would be only in poorly pronounced English. Never here. Ken, number 3.
These are the best sandwiches I have ever had.
Good. Yep. These is a plural pronoun. These are the best sandwiches. Good. Number 4, V.
Yeah. Is that bag on the chair yours?
Very good. Yep. So we need that S for the pronoun. Good. Number 5, Philip.
The car parked in front of the school is ours.
Very good. In front of the school is ours. Good. So pronoun takes the S. Ken, number 6.
There are many good reasons, but several of them is bad. Sorry, I don't correct. There are many good reasons, but several of them are bad.
Very good. But several of them are bad. Yep, several is more than one, so we need to have are instead of is. Great. Number 7, V.
Yeah, somebody is hiding in the closet.
Good. Somebody is singular, so is, not are. Very good. Philip, number 8.
The lawnmower in the back is theirs.
Very good. So
What is the lawnmower, Stephanie?
a lawnmower is a machine to cut the grass outside your house.
No.
Yeah,
Lawnmower.
we call the grass outside your house a lawn,
Mhm.
and a mower cuts it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Good, very good. And let's see, that was Philip. So Ken, next one, number 9.
The book in the locker is not yours, it's mine.
Good. It's my book or it's mine? It's mine. Great. And our last one, 10, V.
Yeah, there are many reasons to leave. It sounds like Ken's sentence. One is to make more money, and another is to get a promotion.
Good. Another instead of other. Good, great. Any questions on anything in this exercise? Woo. All right, seems pretty good. Seems clear to you all. Another error correction, so we'll keep going. And number 1, Philip, your turn.
There are many students in the class, but few come from Africa.
Yep, very good. Students in the class, but few come. Yep, they. Few is more than one, so we need come from Africa. Great. And number 2.
Okay. Does anybody want to go to the cafeteria after class?
Good. Yep. So again,
Yes.
yeah, I would love to. It is lunchtime where I am. Good. Yeah. Any of these indefinite pronouns we treat as third person singular. Great. V, you're up next. Number 3.
Yeah, many go to the beach in the summertime.
Yep. And same thing. Many is a plural indefinite pronoun. Great. 4, Philip.
Everything in the room is from China.
Yep, so even though it's more than one, that indefinite pronoun everything is treated like singular. So is from China. Great. Ken, number 5.
And okay, there were 6 cookies on the table, but now there are 1 now. Now
It's missing a word. It's missing a word.
there were now.
Yeah, but it's now, so present tense.
They are now.
Yes, very good. There are none. So they just took out that verb. Tricky one. Not even about the pronouns. Great. Back to V, number 6.
Yeah, there are many good speakers, but several of them are bad. I have a question for number 5.
Yeah.
Normal is nobody, but why we still use the plural verb are?
Oh,
I think that now there is nothing. It is like nothing.
yeah, that's a great question. I think it's because we're kind of referring back to a time when there were more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. Yeah, there is none. Yeah, we couldn't say is because we were talking about 6 cookies. Yeah, so when it's in a structure like this where you're talking about plural, then you'll keep it plural.
Mm-hmm.
If this was singular, then it would be singular though. So there was a book on the table, but now there is not.
Mm-hmm. There is not. But if in the case there is no previous phrase, so in general we use there is none or there are none. If there is no reference phrase, so how can we use?
Actually, I think not. I want to say, and I'd have to check. I don't know if it's true in every instance, but I think this word none functions as a plural, even though it's talking conceptually about nothing. Grammatically, it's talking like it's plural grammatically because it's kind of like talking about many things that aren't, many things that don't exist or aren't there. I don't want to.
So is that like the habit of American when they use noun as a plural noun?
Yeah, I think anytime that you use none, I think it's going to be plural. So let me just think of some examples. Let's see. None are passing the class. Yeah, I think it's a plural. Grammatically, it's plural, even though in life it's nothing.
Yeah. It is understandable because sometimes when I use my native language, I just use that, but I don't know reason why. So just keep going, go ahead, and it's like habits, I think.
That's a great question. Good eye noticing that. Yeah, so none just functions grammatically plural. Great. Yeah, my pleasure. All right, let's see. And then, I didn't finish typing what you had said, but several of them are bad. Good. All right, Philip, your turn, number 7.
Anybody who wants to get a free meal should go to the cafeteria.
Yep, anybody who wants. Again, it acts as singular. Free meal. ... Ken, number 8.
Okay. There are 6 newspapers. Each come with a special level. Each comes with a special level.
Yeah. Right, yep. Again, each functions as a singular noun. Good. Number 9, V.
Oh, not again. I have a face with that. There are 6 coats, but I don't like anything.
Yep, and we would probably just say any for this one.
Any.
Yeah, but I don't like any. And this is actually, again, we have the same word, which is tricky, but what's going on here is we already have a negative. Yeah, it's like a double negative, and we avoid that in English. So if you have don't, then you'll use any.
But if we don't have don't, so can I say, but I like none? Or I like...
Yes, exactly. Yep, you can say, but I like none. Good, great. Excellent. And Philip, will you take the last one for us, please?
Nobody doesn't know the answer.
Definitely. Let's see. So doesn't. So changing it to third person. Oops. But we have a little bit of a different problem here again. Doesn't know the answer. We have the double negative happening here. So we have the no in nobody, and we have the not in doesn't. We can't have that in English. So we need to either change this word to a word without a negative, or we can get rid of this negative. And I think that's going to be the best thing. I would change it. I would get rid of this negative, and you can just take away that auxiliary verb, and then you'll have nobody
knows the answer.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. I'm trying to think of how we could change it to change this word, but I don't think we can. There isn't a, like, I guess we could say everyone doesn't know the answer, but that's kind of just a confusing sentence. Grammatically correct, but confusing. Good. Any questions on any of these? Great. We're sailing through this. We should be able to finish at least one more. I might have to find some new exercises for the next hour. All right, so in this one, we will be using these indefinite pronouns, and you'll fill in the blank in a sentence. So here are the pronouns: all, another, any, anybody, anything, each, everybody, everyone, everything, few, many, nobody, none, one, several, some, somebody. And I think it is Ken's turn. Will you take number 1?
Okay, called me in the middle of the night. I don't know who it was. Somebody, I think.
Yes.
Somebody called me in the middle of the night. I don't know who it is. It was.
Right, perfect, excellent.
But I have one question.
Yeah.
Why it can be said he or she? Because it's person.
Yeah, and because he or she indicates that you know who it was. Even if you say he or she, he or she called me in the middle of the night, I would ask, well, who called you in the middle of the night? Like, it's not clear that you don't know who it was, even though you say, I don't know who it was. Yeah,
Okay.
so those are...
It could be the animal. They are not doing the person. Yeah.
Yeah. So this, just using those regular pronouns indicate that you that you're talking about a definite noun. Yeah. So somebody really is the best when you don't know.
I mean it. Who it was. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
somebody matches. Yeah.
You could use he or she here. Somebody called me in the middle of the night. I don't know who he or she was.
Okay. You can say so.
Yeah, you could, but it is less cumbersome or easier.
Okay.
Great question. Let's see, V, number 2. V, are you there?
Oh, I'm sorry, my mic was muted. Mariam was very angry that you ate all the donuts. Why didn't you leave any for us?
Good, so indefinite pronouns of quantity. Excellent. Philip, number 3.
Is anybody home?
Yep, very good. Anybody or anyone would be fine there as well. Ken, number 4.
Number 4, the professor said that he couldn't do a blank about the time of the class. He couldn't do... He couldn't do... He couldn't do many about the time.
No? It's
all about the time. Couldn't do any about the time.
Getting closer.
Couldn't do anything.
Yes, very good. Anything. Yep, it has any in it. Couldn't do anything. Great. Excellent. And V, number 5?
Yes, I called and called, but nobody answered the phone.
Yeah, no one also works there as well.
Yeah, there is no one in this list.
Great. Oh yeah, it's not on there. So good work. And Philip, number 6.
The teacher asked the student for help, and nobody helped him.
Oh, how sad. But correct. Very good. Ken, number 7.
Number 7. I have extra cheese. Would you like some?
Very good. Especially with non-count nouns, we'll use some a lot. Good. V, number 8.
Yeah. There are 2 cars in front of the house. One is an Audi and the other is a Honda.
Good. Yep. So using one as a pronoun. Excellent. Philip, number 9.
Everybody needs somebody to love.
Yes, isn't that true? Everybody. Good. And our last one, 10, Ken.
Okay. are called but are chosen. Can I see the options?
Yes.
Maybe option is my list. Okay. Called. Some are called, but some other are.
Oh, let me give you a hint on this one. This has to do with quantity.
Quantity.
Yeah. So like this would be about like soldiers. This is kind of like a famous thing we might say about soldiers or something.
Few are called.
And by call we mean, in this case, called doesn't mean like on the phone, but like called up or called upon or called on.
Okay. Many are called, few are chosen.
Very good. Excellent.
Okay.
That is correct. And that's a pretty famous saying. Many are called, but few are chosen. Excellent. Are there any questions on this exercise?
No.
All right, nice work. So we're going to stop there. And this is supposed to be a two-part class. We've gotten through most of the exercises, but I will take a minute here and find some more in case you're joining for the next hour as well. But if not, I hope to see you again in the very near future.
Yeah, me too, because it is very late now. 11 p.m., so I need to go to bed.
Gosh, yeah, you'd better get some sleep. Well, nice work
Yeah.
today.
Good night.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you
Goodbye,
later.
Philip. Bye, Ken.
Bye.
See